The victor is not victorious if the vanquished does not consider himself so. That is a quote from a Roman philosopher by the name of Quintus Ennius, and I don't care if I got that wrong. So today I'd like to go over something relevant to current events, specifically the Israel and Hamas war, but I don't want to stay on that war for too long. This is mostly because you can hear every opinion under the sun already. I'd like to provide some benefit. So instead, I'd like to go over what a holy war is and how it's relevant here. So, first and foremost, functionally speaking, right now, both sides are in a holy war. But what does that mean exactly? Now, despite the fact that almost every religion has a head somewhere, and it would be reasonable to believe that that head would have to declare a holy war, that part is entirely irrelevant to the actual holy war. What is relevant is that the soldiers going to war believe that God is on their side and that they are fighting for God. And this will set up a chain of events that makes holy wars particularly difficult to stop. So first, let's go over the main reasons war is fought, and then we'll get into the reason this is different. So functionally, most wars are fought over land or resources. Sometimes they're fought over freedoms, but rarely. This means that, functionally speaking, if you kill off enough people on both sides, well, the land and resources kind of stop being a problem. It's kind of difficult to need food for 10 million people when you've lost 5 million of them in a war. This does not hold true in a holy war. See, a holy war is a war fought with religion, and religion is not based in reason. It is based in faith. And faith, much like anger, will accept any justification. See, faith acts much like an inferno. When you have it, it will consume everything. And so a proper crusader will fight long past the point of reason, sacrificing far more than anyone else, simply because he runs on faith. And this means that when you have two crusading armies with diametrically opposed views, who go to war with each other over the same location, you get a war of annihilation. Neither side will rest as long as the other stands. And even more dangerously, as they are fighting with the will of God, crusaders are quick to justify massacres. After all, if God sanctioned this war, my enemy must be evil, and if my enemy is evil, there can be no crimes against them. And this way of thinking is intoxicating. I mean, who doesn't want to believe that their every action is justified by heaven itself? That no matter who you kill, it is sanctioned by the Lord. So, with such a dangerous and persistent motivation, how do these crusades ever end? Well, sometimes one side is wiped out. Sometimes both sides see each other as allies instead of enemies. But usually, one side takes so many losses that they give up their crusade. And the reason for this is faith. See, it is difficult to convince a winning army, especially one that believes God is on its side, that they are wrong for going to war when they are winning. And so we return to Ennius, and a victor, believing himself victorious, continues the fight until the vanquished agrees.